happened, starting off, someone rushed in from backstage at the White House Correspondence Dinner this Saturday, but the attacker, he never made it past the curtain. I was watching the CCTV footage, which should be playing above, and you see someone break through what looks like to be like a kitchen or a back hall area, right? And there is some disturbance behind the curtain that's behind the folks eating, Donald Trump and the other people on stage eating. There was a curtain behind them, and so that's where the security came out or whatever. And but the attacker never made it through that curtain, right? So I don't know if you could really call it an assassination attempt per se, but if you're looking at the video and you see how the security guards and the Secret Service come in to protect the president, they seemed like they were kind of slow to react, and it was kind of one of those things like watching a movie, like the way they kind of got up there and surrounded the president, and they looked like they kind of knew what was going on, but didn't know what was going on, right? Like, seemed kind of weird and out of Hollywood to me, right? And so, for a lot of people who are saying that there was a staging behind it all, right, and that this whole thing was a setup, I would question that by saying the guy who gave up his life, was it worth it being staged, right? There was somebody who died out of this event, unfortunately, and it's sad that someone was killed. But when you're trying to attack other people, sometimes things need to be handled a certain way, right? Measures need to be taken to stop people who want to cause harm to other people. So a lot of critics are skeptical. For me, I think that he really probably, this guy tried to probably really attack the president. The attacker's name was Cole Allen, apparently, and second grade teacher. Is a second grade teacher out of Torrance School District, which isn't actually too far from where I live at, to be honest. And it seemed to be a pretty good and upscale school district, right? Like Torrance, they have their own personal school district, while everybody else has to go to the public schools or the private schools, right? But I saw some videos also of attendees who attended, and they were making comments on how easy it was for the folks to get into the building itself. For example, they mentioned how they were not doing bag checks, and they were also mentioning how they were not necessarily doing proper what is it, like a scanning, right, to see if people have weapons and whatnot. And that was kind of crazy to me too. The fact that the folks are rushing people in to get to their seats seems unsafe. And